hungry for a win against the Western Conference rival. The San Antonio Spurs are ready for this one to get started. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Duncan out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Parker in at the one spot. Pondexter dishes to Usher. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
And guys, for most of his career, Oscar has been going back and forth as a starting center. Only started 2 games his first 2 years with the Bulls. Signed an offer sheet with the Rockets and started 82 games for them in his 3rd season.
Well, going back to Osher, he lost his starting job to Dwight Howard in his 4th season. And he was in Houston, so he didn't want to come back and have his career labeled as a guy coming off the bench. So, Greg, he reportedly asked to be traded, and that's what he got.
Well, and you know what? The Rockets shipped him off to the Pelicans in exchange for a protected first-round pick, and he became a starter again. Moral of the story, don't put Omer on the bench. He won't like it.
Here's Evans, and good, and it's actually just bounce off the right iron and down. Evans has got his first points of the game. Now Parker with 1 on the clock, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his first personal foul.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge. And so he hits both.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. And a chance to hear from Tony Parker, who said he lives for the challenge of continuing to improve.
I always try to improve it.
And in Tony Parker's case, great is what he wanted to be and has been for a long time.
You know, that's great because that shows pops and why he's one of the best in the game. You got to be able to drive and motivate and also give the confidence. And that's what's happened with Tony Parker. Remember when he first came on the scene, it was not a cakewalk for him. He had his struggles, and now we're talking about a guy who's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
Gordon the off guard with Evans at the 3. Anthony Davis is out there with Alexis Aginski. And it's Cole in at the point guard position. It's the Pelicans foul. Defense, the Pelicans. It's a 3-point game. It's Ginobili with the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Here's Davis. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so it's
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and a competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the team.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Duncan in at the 5 spot. Now here's Duncan. Outside Leonard. Clock at 6. The jump hook. Aldridge, no luck. On defense, San Antonio. They trail by 1. Evans attacking. There's the dish to Davis. 3-pointer, Pondexter. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Pondexter's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Pelicans. So it's San Antonio now. Here's Parker. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
He he just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Now here's Evans. Pass to Davis. Can't cash in from close range. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. New Orleans with the ball. The lead is 2. Norris Cole is out there with Holiday. Then it's Omer Usher. And it's Cunningham. And it's Anderson in at the power forward position. That's the Pelicans 5. And here is Parker. The pass to Aldridge. A rebound by Anderson. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Outside Holiday. They set the screen to the inside. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Tim Duncan picks one up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're losing by 4. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And a quick bucket and a foul is really the only option at this point.
And the important thing about the foul is who you foul. They don't want to send a top-notch free thrower to the line if they can avoid it.
Parker kicks to Leonard. Leonard on the wing from the arc. And Davis pulls it down. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making them.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're down by 5. 3 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
You know, you like the fight all the way to the end, but let's face it, guys, this one's over.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I really think you shouldn't be allowed to call timeouts late in the ball game if there's no chance for it to do any good on the scoreboard.
So we see the Pelicans get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the